Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is gzduel, and I'm here today to bring you guys another in-depth analysis of a duel I had today. And I'm playing Inzektors. My opponent is playing some sort of monster mash dragon rulers. He went first, but he decided to pass his turn, which tells me he has some sort of hand trap. He either has Gores or he has Trigodia, or has something to prevent him from OTK, or else, he wouldn't just leave his field empty like that. So what I did here was a pretty standard move. Looking at my hand right here, I don't really have any combo pieces. So what I need to do immediately is to set up. So luckily for me, I do have the Armageddon Knight, which gives me access to the key card in all of my combos, which is Inzektor Hornet. Now I can summon out any of these Inzektor monsters, equip Inzektor Hornet, and right away I can have a 1-for-1 card removal. So that's pretty good. What I'm hoping to do from this is I shrink a card from the deck so that I have 33 cards to choose from, and then I'm going to use Pot of Duality. The chances of me drawing into better cards other than Hornet is that much more increased. That's why I do it in the order that I did it, and that's why I chose to use it as my opening move. Now I reveal a card of Clearwater, a Pot of Duality, and a Mystical Space Typhoon. So my thoughts right here was this. Heart of Clearwater won't help me at all because the only target that's applicable is Inzektor Ladybug, and I'm not trying to rely on Ladybug. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to summon out the Hopper. Hopefully I can get my Armageddon Knight to stay on the field, and then using the Hopper, if my opponent has a problematic card, what I can do is I can equip Hornet, destroy it. If my opponent has some sort of back row, hopefully my Mystical Space Typhoon will get rid of it, and if my opponent tries to attack, I can hopefully preserve my Armageddon Knight so that I have two level 4 monsters. In effect, what I can do is I can go into Lavavel Chain, and from Lavavel Chain, I can place Inzektor Dragonfly on top of my deck, and then my whole entire deck will start running smoothly. So that's the ideal move. So I think the Heart of Clearwater won't help me at all at this point. My second choice was the other Pot of Duality. Now I know, I'm in this setup phase, and I'm hoping to draw into all the combo pieces that I need, but the plan that I already formulated presupposes that I have to special summon a lot next turn, presupposes that all my special summons go off, so it really conflicts with Pot Duality. Sure, Pot Duality will allow me to see 3 new cards, but it's better if I can destroy cards with Hornet's effect, go into an XYZ monster, maybe do some damage, that's just an overall better play. So the third card, which is Mystical Space Typhoon, even though I already have one, I decided to pick that one, so I'm going to let the video play. I decided to pick Mystical Space Typhoon because, back row removal is good. If my opponent sets 2 cards, I can get rid of both of those things, which ensures that my play goes off safer. So I attack. Of course, I already suspected that he's going to drop Gores or maybe Trigodia. He drops Trigodia. So I'm going to pause the video right here to analyze why I chose to attack. I already knew that he has some sort of hand trap, so why did I attack? The reason why I attacked with Armageddon Knight is this. If I attacked and he summons out Gores, he's going to have a 2,700 attack Gores plus 1,400 attack token. If on his turn he tries to destroy my Armageddon Knight, I can use Threatening Roar to prevent him from going to battle phase. Now when it's my turn, I can summon out Hopper. Hopper equips Hornet. Hornet destroys the 2,700 attack Gores, and then Hopper will have enough attack to get rid of the token if he wanted to, and then I can go for my rank 4 XYZ. So I would be able to get rid of Gores in the early game, and that would be a good safe move for me because I know that later on when I'm trying to OTK, he doesn't have Gores. Now if it's Trigodia, that's even simpler. So for Trigodia, instead of worrying about the token, I can just simply get rid of it. Now the thing that troubles me with Trigodia is this: he might have a level 4 monster which may try to steal my Armageddon Knight. In that case, that'd be pretty bad for me, so I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm gonna let the video play. He is playing some sort of Dragon Ruler / Monster Mash variant, so he's gonna try to go into battle phase first. I'm going to use I'm going to use Threatening Roar to prevent him from doing so. Now, he could have easily just passed this turn off to me. Instead of doing anything rash, as you can see, he doesn't necessarily have everything that will allow his deck to run that smoothly. He's going to summon out this is the play that he does. He summons out Gallus. He's going to burn me for a little bit of damage, and then he's going to use Debris Dragon to go into a Black Rose Dragon. So that already is a lot of a questionable move. So first of all, the Gallus might be okay. But the thing with the Debris Dragon is, with Debris Dragon, you always want to pull back another card. You want to pull back maybe a level 1 tuner. You want to be able to go into something much more impactful, like a Black Rose Dragon, but you would want to use that Black Rose Dragon. So first of all, you waste Debris Dragon's effect. Second of all, you're going to waste a Black Rose Dragon because, as you can see on the field right now, both his monsters are bigger than my monster and my back row, and 2 for 2 right here doesn't seem worth it to him. So I think he's not going to use Black Rose's effect. So what is he going to use the Black Rose for? He's going to use the Black Rose in order to try to go for a XYZ summon. So that's very, very weird right here. Now, granted, you want to go for Dracosack because Dracosack is a very safe move. Okay, sure, I give you that. But the thing is, why waste your Black Rose Dragon that you've painfully summoned out? You have another level 7 monster in the graveyard. So what you could have done is summon out the Blaster, and then use Trigodia's effect to copy Blaster's level in the graveyard, thus XYZing both Blaster and Trigodia into the Dracosack, and then you would leave a 2400 attack monster that is Black Rose Dragon at least on the field. But he didn't do that. He's going to leave his Trigodia weak and vulnerable as well. So he's going to go for 2 tokens. Okay, here is another way I think he messes up. He's going to tribute a token to destroy my backfield. So 2 things wrong with that. Okay, first of all, me using Threatening Roar so early on in the game to save something as insignificant, well, quote unquote insignificant as Armageddon Knight, tells my opponent that I really want this Armageddon Knight to survive, right? Okay, so why is it that you want to destroy the back row given that indication? Further, when I first used Pot of Duality, I already showed you that I got a Mystical Space Typhoon. 70% chance I might set that. Now, of the 2 set cards that I did set last turn, one of them was a Threatening Roar, which I used. The other one, is very likely is going to be Mystical Space Typhoon. Now, granted that you're playing a Monster Mash deck, which doesn't run any back row at all, and you know it, what you should do is think about it and think that, Mystical Space Typhoon is not a high priority target. If anything, I want to get rid of his Armageddon Knight so that of the 3 cards in his hand, he won't be able to break my setup. I think that's a much better move. So I think him getting rid of the Mystical Space Typhoon is also a terrible move. Now it's my turn, and I'm basically going to say what I said last turn. So what I'm going to do is summon out Hopper using Hopper's effect. I'm going to equip the Hornet, and I'm going to enter battle phase using Armageddon Knight. I'm going to get rid of the token, and before I unequip the Hornet using Hornet's effect, I wanted to attack Tricodia because the attack boost from the Hornet onto the Hopper will be enough to get rid of Trigodia. Now I use Hornet to get rid of Dracosack, and then I can use my Lavavo Chain. Keep in mind, if that Trigodia was a Black Rose Dragon, if he had XYZ using Trigodia, he would have still had his Black Rose Dragon on the field, but since he didn't, he's going to waste all of his resources. I'm going to get rid of all of his field, and I'm able to set up for next turn with a Inzektor Dragonfly on the top of my deck. My opponent draws into a card. He sees that he's misplayed so much, he's going to surrender. So I hope you guys enjoyed this duel. I hope you guys liked my analysis. Keep in mind, this is what I think all the time. This is the way I make decisions in Yu-Gi-Oh! And me criticizing the opponent is not to say that I don't respect my opponent. I really think that a Monster Mash deck with Dragon Rulers might be something creative and useful. It adds variation into the game, but I think that there are objectively good and bad plays, and I'm hoping to show you guys what are some of the good plays and show you guys what are some of the bad plays. If you can see my hand from the opening hand, I shouldn't have won that duel, given that he had really crazy cards like Montage Dragon and Dragon Rulers. He really should be able to overpower me easily, OTK me so that I can't go for my Inzektor combos. So I think that he misplayed. If you want to argue for his case, I'm all ears, man. I really wanted to just get my opinion out there on what is a good play, what is a bad play, and I hope you guys will respond sometimes. Tell me why you think that he made the plays that he did. I love to learn from you guys. I hope that you guys learn a little bit from me as well. This is Gary GZ Duels signing out.